Oh, we've recovered after that questionable team selection by me.
Rather questionable.
I think so. This is UKNBA. It's the final part of UKNBA. I'm Ryan Hillback.
And I'm Peter Wells.
And this is it. All the other 17 episodes, they were just backing up what this part is now. It is the MVP NBA Awards, and we do not have a trophy, even though we should. Water bottle is the trophy.
You can win the greatest hat in the world if you want.
No, I don't know where that's been.
Win that beautiful
He's got
hat.
fleas now. Anyway, so we're going to pick top three.
Top three, yeah.
Okay. In at number 3 for me, this is not going to go. This could go anywhere, couldn't it? This could. Serge Ibaka, no.
Yeah.
In at number 3 for me, what was that? Just?
Yeah.
I'm going to put in Russell Westbrook.
So Westbrook, yeah.
I've run out of superlatives. There's no point in carrying on about that. We already know what it is. Your number 3?
Oh, well, I mean, again, I've got 4 candidates here, and literally any one of them could be 1 to 4. It could just be in any order. It depends what I feel on the day.
The fact is as well, we haven't had the playoffs yet, and we might change that more by the time the playoffs finish.
But obviously it is
just for the regular season
awards, obviously we'll do a finals MVP when it comes to that. But number 3, I just don't know. It's really tough because I don't feel like I want to put this guy at number 3 because I think he deserves better. But I'm just going to put LeBron James at number 3.
Do you know what that is, ladies and gentlemen? All that is bitterness.
I think he's great, and I think he's been underrated this season. I think he should be considered one
like the commentator for the Cavs said. If anybody else had LeBron James this season, they'd win the MVP without even talking about it. It's just simply because it's LeBron James you expect it. And I think he should be number 1. That's why I'm going to put him at number 2.
Great decision there.
I'm going to put LeBron James in at number 2. He has had a good season for the Cavaliers, but as have sort of many players in the Cavs side, for me, he's just one of the best players in the league. But to keep having him as MVP, he was MVP last year, wasn't he?
No, it wasn't Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant was last year.
He's won it 4 times though.
Okay.
Again, just back on LeBron James, I think one of the reasons he's probably not considered in the top MVP this year is because they did struggle a little bit, the Cavaliers first half of the season, and the real improvements came when he had the help of J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert and Mozgov. They certainly helped out a lot, so you did have the feeling...
you laughed at my pick of Mozgov before. I'll tell you he's done a good job.
First or second
he's done
team
a good
All-NBA.
job.
Probably 10th team All-NBA, if I may say. But again, I think it was the fact that obviously he's been sensational since the turn of the year. They've been on but before that probably struggled a little bit, mainly because of his injuries that he had early in the season. But that's probably why he's lower down this season. For my number 2, again, this has been a toss-up between these two. Well, actually, one of these guys I'm going to put at number 2, I haven't really considered to be in the race the whole time. But I watched him this morning because he played last night and he was sensational. 42 points, I think 10 assists or something like that. He was out his world 8 3-pointers. So I'm going to say Stephen Curry is my number 2.
Okay.
He's just been remarkable. And the only reason I think he's not number 1 is because when Steph Curry has a bad game, the Warriors can still win. They have done it all season when he's had a bad game. Which means maybe he's not as valuable to the Warriors as some other players are to their teams. But still, he's been sensational. He's had an all-star season. Best season of his career so far. And ultimately, without him, I don't think the Warriors would be in the top seed altogether.
Yeah, so it's all come down to this. And my number 1 is Nikola Vucevic.
Great pick. I'm not surprised at all.
I've been thinking sort of all through. I mean, there's a lot of good players out there. I mean, it could go to anybody. I mean, my player on NBA 2K15. I mean, I reckon he's on for it. You know, but I am going to put in James Harden because Even though the fact is that the teams that we did before, they were on our personal kind of feelings. Those are like my favourite players in the NBA that I had before. But in terms of quality, I don't think there's much better than James Harden this season.
No.
And that is why he is my number one pick.
And as you can imagine, I wouldn't put James Harden at number 4. There's no way. That'd be disgraceful if I did that. So James Harden is always going to be the number 1. He's been my number 1 MVP the whole season. I had a little bit of a doubt when Russell Westbrook went on an amazing month in February. I also had a little bit of doubt the last few days when I've been watching a bit of Stephen Curry. But for me, James Harden has led the Houston Rockets.
On a consistent basis, not a one-off. On a consistent basis.
Every night.
He's slammed that ball into the basket. He's blocked shots. He's stole the ball. He's even coached the team probably at some point. He's even made the tea. He's probably cleaned the toilets. He's done absolutely everything at the Houston Rockets, and that's why he's MVP for us.
I think as well, one thing that most valuable player, you got to realise, most valuable player. When James Harden's had a bad game, the Rockets have lost. When James Harden has a good game, sometimes they do lose when he has a good game, but he's always the main catalyst. Whenever you see a Rockets game and Rockets win, you don't turn around and say, oh, that's because Mota Eunice was great, or that's because Terrence Jones was great. It's always because James Harden led the Rockets. It's every single night, much like LeBron James has been for
every team has a leader.
Yeah, and he's their leader.
That is it.
That's it.
For the awards on UKNBA. Don't forget, you are free to disagree.
Yeah.
It is a democracy, even though we will probably report you to YouTube for defamation. But no, seriously, you are allowed to disagree. Last time I did this, you got it timing out. I don't know whether I'm touching the Twitter thing now.
It might be.
But yeah, do follow us on Twitter. It's coming up on screen. Subscribe. We got to our highest ever subscribers last night, 16, and I was like, oh, we got 14 the last time I checked. So don't know what else. Why would that interview?
I never unsubscribe from anyone. Never do it. I don't know why people do it.
I bet they just thought. I bet you. Do you know what? If this was just me, I'd have those 2 people would have stayed. I think it's decisions like picking Victor Oladipo that make.
I think our subscribers might go down to about 10 after that first all Team NBA.
Okay, that is it. We'll be back next week.
Next week for the first round of the playoffs preview. So don't forget, it's on from tonight all the way through till Wednesday, the regular season, and it starts next weekend. So do join us for that.
Yeah, please do. Don't miss it. Subscribe, like, comment, and do everything.
See you next week, guys.